And we're here talking about Population Zero. Can you give just a quick summary about the game for those who have no idea what it would be about?
Absolutely. Population Zero is an exploration survival game with MMO elements and storytelling elements in it. So basically, you're stranded on planet Kepler with hundreds of other survivors, colonists. Your ship crash landed on the planet, and now you have to uncover the mystery of why the ship crashed and what the hell is this sphere in the middle of the world. And what is it gonna do to you if you don't make it in time by rebuilding your hibernation chamber? That's the premise, the lore premise of the story.
So there's definitely a time pressure. You have, I think you were saying 7 days real time before something crazy happens.
Okay.
And I don't want to spoil that, but... Okay.
Yes. So you have 168 hours to rebuild the hibernation chamber I talked a minute ago about. And if you rebuild it, you hide in it, and the radiation of the sphere in the middle of the planet doesn't turn you into an alien creature with no free will of your own. So if you don't make it in time, it's a loss. No chicken dinner for you, basically. So you have 7 real days to do that, 168 hours. That's 1 day on Kepler, scientifically correct day on Kepler. And as time progresses in real life, it gets darker on Kepler as well. So the day-night cycle on Kepler and on Earth are synchronized for us. When you finish the session, whether you win or you lose, you get account experience. With that, you get new account levels and new game modes, new cosmetic items, and new mechanics. For example, building mechanic is hidden behind level 3 accounts. We didn't want people to get all the mechanics at the very beginning, so that don't get overwhelmed with them. That's why we have a step-by-step proper way of giving them out. So the first time you play, you have a player hub you start in, and you use it as your safe space. For the second or third time, you can build your own house somewhere in the wilds of the planet and stay there. That's pretty much it. That's what the cycle is all about. And people usually ask if 7 days is real life. Yes, it is. It is yes, real time, 7 days, Monday to Sunday, basically. And you launch when you start playing, and your server launches together with you, and 200 other players get into that server, and basically you try to survive all together.
Yes. Okay. So I was about to ask about multiplayer. Could you tell us a little bit about how that's going to work?
Absolutely. So 200 players per instance. You launch and you start playing. You don't launch any server. You don't have to do any of that back-end stuff. You simply press play and you're in. As soon as you get in, you see other players joining in, and you start exploring the world, killing wildlife, or maybe taming it in the future, in development still. So fighting wildlife, discovering new vegetative forms, discovering new locations, all that gives you points. Everybody else does the same, 200 players do the same.
So when you join an instance, are you joining an instance of people that are on the same day as you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then
right now the window is 3 hours, so you're joining the same session. People started joining 3 hours ago. That's the end point when we close the session, and it's an ecosystem of its own for the next 7 days.
That's amazing. And then, so what about playing with your friends? You would all just join at the same time, or how does that work?
The best decision at the very beginning, since we're going early access, we have some systems we still have to finish developing before we can launch them. So the best possible way of joining together is by joining at the same time frame, 3 hour time frame. After that, we're gonna add the proper party system so that you can add more people into. Somebody's trying something. So that you can add more people to your session, even if the time frame is already past the limit.
Oh, okay. And tell me a little bit about the colors and the visual design, because it's very unique for a almost dystopian crash landing survival game.
So we wanted the colors to be vibrant, and we have 7 distinct biomes, a frozen one, a jungle one, I'll show them to you later, a jungle one, a toxic swamp, and everything has its own color palette. So our artists worked really hard for the past 2 years to nail the Mad Maxi / Avatar look of the game.
I was gonna say it's very Mad Maxy with like the nets and everything. Yeah, it was wonderful, and the animals are a little bit difficult to kill, so it's not just like a run out and slash and destroy everything. So some really neat decisions that you've made.
Yeah, so these you have to, think ahead when you fight. The system is very Souls-like with dashes, blocks, and weapon combos. With different weapons come different combos. You have jump attacks, everything, and all that. But you also have your stamina bar. You have to manage so that you don't run out of stamina too early, right during the battle. And yeah.
If we missed anything, where can people find out more information?
Right, we have two ways well, first of all, anybody can scan the QR code even through the lens. That gets you to the Steam page. And the second way is our website. It's pzonline.com, and you can learn more about the game at our website as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.